What's up YouTube, Jeff back again today on the very exciting Samsung video for you guys. Today, we're going to be talking about the Galaxy S23 FE, which is supposed to stand for Fan Edition. Now, I bought this phone myself, as with all my Samsung phones, because Samsung doesn't usually send me review units. Maybe one day that'll change, but wanted to give you guys some thoughts on this phone. I usually don't grab the S23 FE, or sorry, not the S23, but the SFE variant. So this is one of the first times I've taken a look at one of these phones, and just give you some impressions on how it compares to using the true S23 flagship or something like the S23 Ultra over here. Before we get started, I want to thank my son Jonathan. We got the T-Rex and the Spinosaurus hanging out. We always appreciate him giving us some cool dinosaurs to hang out in the video. Also want to remind you guys, if you're going to be ordering a Galaxy S24, S24 Plus, or S24 Ultra from Samsung, you guys can go to my website and you can get a mystery box by signing up for our mystery box program. Basically what this allows you to do is get a free case, a free cleaning kit, free desktop phone stand, some other randomly assorted goodies. We insert Amazon and Google Play gift cards, one in every 10 boxes. This year we're also giving away some 75-inch Samsung QLED TVs, one random winner for every 500 people who participate in the mystery box program. All you have to do is use my affiliate link. This is a US only situation. We pay for all the shipping and the products. We use our affiliate revenue to do that. So you use our affiliate link at launch. For every 500 people who use our affiliate link, they'll get a mystery box and also be entered into the giveaway for that TV, as I mentioned. Check out the link in the description if you guys want to participate. We love doing that for the community. So, S23 FE, basically, this is kind of a watered down S23, right? And it's supposed to be cheap enough for people to access it without getting into the flagship territory, but then also have a few compromises to make sure the price, is in that general area. The problem is there's a lot of phones now in this price range. First of all, one weird thing about this phone costs $599 unlocked from Best Buy, which is where I bought it. Normally, I would recommend you buy your Samsung phones from Samsung. But for some reason, they launched the phone at $629 in the US, and Best Buy has it for $599. So why would anyone buy it from Samsung if they can get it for much cheaper from Best Buy? I don't know why that happened. Not really sure. But a big problem Samsung has is the Pixel 8 is also in this price range, and so it makes it kind of tough for them to compare. Anyway, the Galaxy S23 FE has a nice size to it. I don't think this fingerprint animation, I don't actually remember because I haven't ran One UI 5.1 for a while. Let me actually check my S22 Ultra. It's not the same fingerprint animation that we have on the S23 Ultra running One UI 5.1. Slightly different fingerprint animation. I also noticed a different fingerprint walkthrough in the setup. It's also something new I wanted to mention about this phone. I didn't get a chance to film it. It's got 8 gigs of RAM, a dedicated telephoto lens, full IP68 water and dust resistant, wireless charging, and you also get 5 years of software updates that Samsung promises. I put all the apps that I have on my unlocked S23 Ultra on here just to see how it would perform. So let's kind of go through the various things. First thing, battery life. This thing is really good in terms of battery life. It also has a lower resolution display, of course, than the S23 Ultra. But I've been using this as a secondary phone for about half the time. I've had it for about 2 weeks. And I did use it as my primary device for about 3 days. And on all those days, I had way more battery left at the end of the day than I do on my S23 Ultra. Again, I put all the same apps on here. It's basically got the same setup. You actually notice if you look at my S23 Ultra, aside from the widget there from KWGT, same home screen setup, same general apps and stuff like that. So I tried to run it the exact same way. I use it for the same purposes, and it performed really well in battery life. That's no really surprise there, though, given that it's got a decent sized battery and definitely a lower res display. Even with the always on display on, which I have been running, it does really well. Let's talk about the camera, because people always care about the camera, of course, next. The camera on here is not the best in terms of the telephoto performance. So you can see the array is kind of similar to what you get in the S23 Ultra. I'll try to slip in a few test shots here so you guys can see camera performance with the telephoto. It's passable, but it's not that good. It feels like they stuck the telephoto lens on here just to say it has one at this price point. It's definitely not as good as the S23 Ultra or even the S22 Ultra. I don't know if that's necessarily just the sensor or if it's just also a combination of the software Samsung is using with the S23 FE because of the lower powered processor and all that kind of stuff. The portrait mode also is quite slow. Again, could be because of the processor and the ability to do less computational photography, but it's very sluggish, very slow when you're taking portrait photos. It lags a lot, even more than just normal like Samsung lag. I'll see if maybe I can insert some B-roll kind of showing that as well here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And again, the very weird, costing extra from Samsung is also kind of annoying. I do like the build quality of the phone overall. It actually feels like a flagship in hand. And after using S23 Ultra for a while, using a Samsung phone with a flat display feels nice. I really can't wait for S24 Ultra to have a flat display because I prefer it over a curve. This feels really nice in the hand. Also, the size is just kind of nice. It's a little bit smaller, obviously, than an S23 Ultra, especially in terms of the height, as you guys can see. I do have a case on the S23 Ultra, but it definitely feels like the right size, and it does have a nice premium build to it. Feels very good. Glossy glass on the back. I like the color options, the purple. I think there's an orange one as well. So some very nice color options, and it looks good, although still kind of a dated, kind of boring design. Samsung's been using the same design for a while. I think a lot of us would like to see some changes there. The display is very good, as I said, nothing really to complain about. It's lower res, but it's still very good. The software support, One UI 5.1 right now, but you will get One UI 6.0 on this phone. In terms of overall performance, though, I'll say this, because of course I use all of the highest end phones. My S23 Ultra is my main daily driver, but I also have a Pixel 8 Pro, a Z Fold 5, an iPhone 15 Pro Max. If you come from like a top end flagship and you're kind of going through just like opening apps, animations, things like that, there's some hiccups here and there, honestly, on this phone. Now, is it something that like if you're not using it in parallel with a top tier flagship that you're going to notice? No, you won't. It's actually not something that's going to bother you if you don't have another top tier phone, an S23 Ultra like next to it. So that's the thing. There's definitely some hiccups though here and there. And it does get a little warm when you're playing games or doing multitasking, which is not something I see with the S23 Ultra. And like I said, obviously the S23 Ultra is twice the price of this phone, so I don't necessarily expect it to do exactly what the S23 Ultra would do, obviously. But I think given that the S23 FE is very close in price to the base S23 flagship model, I apologize, everyone. I had a knock at my office door here and I had to answer it. So anyway, let me finish up my thoughts on the S23 FE. My main concern here is that you're not really getting a value that you can't get in any other smartphone at this price point. It seems like Samsung just wanted to put this out to put it out. I don't know that it really has a huge purpose. A lot of people who are supposed fans, remember this is the fan edition, would probably be better served waiting for the regular Galaxy S24 base. If you want something around this size or you want something slightly smaller, you would definitely be better waiting for the S24. I don't really know what fan edition means anymore. We know when the Note came out, the Note 7 had all the issues. They came out with the fan edition for everybody who was a huge Note fan, but they didn't get their Note fixed because of the exploding batteries. I don't really see how this is a fan edition. Does it have some cool stuff? Does it have some nice stuff for the price? Yes. But the camera, the telephoto, and some of the lag in the camera really bothers me. I don't think there's really a standout feature that can compete with the Pixel 8, the Nothing Phone 2. There's a lot of stuff out there really in this price point that's kind of hard to really get an advantage for this particular phone. Again, not a bad phone, but I think most people are better off waiting for the S24. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification icon for future videos like this. Again, if you guys are going to order an S24, check out the link in the description if you're in the US to get a free mystery box with a case, cleaning kit, etc. Your email, first name, last name. Make sure you guys confirm when you sign up as well. Otherwise, you won't get the emails at launch time to claim your mystery box if you do not confirm your subscription to the mystery box list. Appreciate you guys checking out the video. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot for watching.